Welcome to Session 1 of our VideoStudio question series. In this video, we'll be answering questions submitted by VideoStudio users on a variety of different topics. Before we get started, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on the Discovery Center. Here, you can download a written copy of this Q&A session and submit your own questions to be answered in future videos. Now let's get started. I can't find the video filter I'm looking for in VideoStudio 2020 Ultimate, proDAD Mercalli. How can I find and search for filters? To access the Filters library, click on the FX tab. Here you can see all of the dozens of filters available for use on your media clips under the All category. You can click on any of the categories on the side menu, such as Adjust, Darkroom, or Focus, to help you locate the type of filter you want to use. In this case, you should scroll down to the proDAD category where you can see the Mercalli filter. Then you can drag and drop the filter onto your media clip on the timeline to use it. Alternatively, you can search Mercalli in the search bar if you're under the All category or any filter you're searching for, and it will pop up for you to use. How can I remove an FX filter that I added? There are a couple of ways to remove a filter that you've added to your media clips. Double-click on the media clip that has the filter you want to remove. Click on the Effect tab. Then click on the filter you want to remove from the list of applied filters. And then simply click the X button to remove it. Alternatively, you can click on the star icon on your media clip on the timeline and select Delete, then Filter, and then choose the filter you want to delete. How can you add markers to the timeline to be able to sync up photos or video clips with the beat of your music on the music track? How can I see the audio waveform of a music track? In VideoStudio, markers are called cue points, and you can easily add them to your timeline. First, click on the drop-down menu icon beside the triangle icon above the video track on your timeline, and make sure that you select Cue Point. If you want to add cue points to be able to sync up your photos so that they switch from one photo to the next with the beat of the music, you would simply drag the playhead to the point on the timeline where the beat drops and where you want to change the photo. Then click on the triangle icon again to add a cue point. Add as many cue points as you like to the timeline, and then you can click and drag on the edge of your photo or video clip to extend the length so that it will transition on the beat. You can press Ctrl+H and Ctrl+E on your keyboard to jump forwards or backwards between cue points. To delete a cue point, just click on the Add/Remove Cue Point icon again once your playhead is lined up to the cue point that you want to delete. To be able to view the audio waveform of your music track, click on the Sound Mixer icon. Now we can see the sound waves on the music track. If you right-click on the left of the music track icon, select Track Height, and select Large, you'll get a better view of the waves across the track. How can I delete audio from a video and replace it with a new voiceover or music? After you add your video to the video track on your timeline, right-click on the video, then select Audio, then Split Audio. Your audio will then be added to its own voice track. You can click the Delete key on your keyboard to erase the audio, and then add your own voiceover or music. How can I add motion effects to text? Is there an advanced way to customize text motion aside from the pre-made templates? Once you go to the Titles library, you can use any of the pre-made text templates available here. However, you can also create a title from scratch and add your own custom motion. Double-click on the preview pane to add a title. From here, click on Motion. Then check the box beside Apply and select the motion effect you want to add from the drop-down menu. For this example, I'll choose Zoom. Here you can select any of the Zoom presets. You can also make further adjustments by changing the values on the right of the Zoom start size and end size. If you want to add text motion and none of the presets listed match what motion you want to add, you can use a more advanced way of customizing motion. First, uncheck the box beside Apply. Then right-click on the title on your timeline and select Motion Options, then Customize Motion. Then select the starting keyframe and position your text to the size and position you want as its starting point. Let's say I want the text to be really small at the start and zoom larger as it moves to the center. I'll resize the text with the nodes or adjust the size values and reposition it to the bottom left. Now right-click on the keyframe and select Copy and Paste to All. Next, go to the End keyframe. And again, resize and reposition the text to how you want it to look at the end position. Now press play to preview, and you'll see we've customized the motion of our text so it's exactly how we want it. You may want to save this custom title so that you can use it in future projects. To do this, right-click on the title on your timeline and select Merge and Save as Template into a custom folder or into a new folder. It will name the new custom title the same as whatever text you have used in the title. So if you don't want the title to be saved as Sarah's Wedding, or whatever your title is, change the text first before you merge and save as a template. Then you'll be able to access this title template to use again in the custom folder or whichever folder you chose to save it in. Thanks for tuning in to our first Q&A session for VideoStudio. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on the Discovery Center. Here you can download a written copy of this Q&A session, and you can submit your own questions about VideoStudio to be answered in future videos.